Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Got Dragged, but Still Standing. I'm your host, Stelia Mann. You may be wondering who's in the hot seat this week. Well, you're about to find out. Say hello to our very own Tina Colada.
Hi, doll.
Hey Tina, how are you today?
I'm fabulous. Thank you for asking.
I'm so glad to hear that. Let's jump right into this interview and start where every good story starts, the beginning. When did you start doing drag?
I've been doing drag for as long as I can remember. I grew up very much a theatre kid. I was always in school productions of everything, and my performing arts teacher at the time asked me to be the panto dame in the school's production of Wind in the Willows. It was fabulous. First time putting on makeup, first time experiencing anything almost drag, and fell in love with it entirely.
I love that. When I was 5, I used to steal my cousin's dresses, put them on, and I would lip sync to Disney songs in my living room for hours. But tell me more about how you evolved from that kid on the stage to the wonderful artist we know and love today.
As I got a bit older, I came out, started going out in clubs and things, experienced drag outside of the theatre. I started getting into drag myself for the first time as a character, a persona. It was only about 2 years ago that I really got serious into drag, and I feel like I've finally settled into my groove now.
Well, if you do anything for an extended period of time, you're bound to learn a few new things. What has drag taught you about yourself?
For me, drag has taught me confidence. I'm the little nerdy gay boy that grew up fat, gay, and having glasses. I'm used to people bullying me and picking on me and calling me names, and always thought less of myself. Drag has really made me learn to love who I am, love the body that I am in, and whether I'm in drag or not, I'm a lot more confident with who I am. I don't feel the need to be a different person when I'm in drag. I let myself shine through. I'm a bit of a mess, so I let myself be messy and just go with it. It's a lot more fun.
Well, I'm so glad you learned that confidence, said fuck you to those bullies, and became the wonderful, inspirational queen that you are today. You've inspired me to be more wacky and messy, but I want to know what other queens have inspired you.
My drag persona comes from so many different little niggly bits here and there and everywhere. My makeup was me doing a Trixie Mattel makeup tutorial as just for shits and giggles. Did it several times and just perfected it, and then just let it grow, and it just became my thing. And so a lot of people go, oh, you look like Trixie Mattel. It's like, well, I base my makeup off her makeup, but I wouldn't say I'm influenced by her.
That is exactly where I started playing around with makeup too. I followed her cheap drag tutorial because, let's face it, you know me, I gotta get everything from Walmart. So I constantly get the whole, you look like Trixie, you're just trying to be Trixie. I'm not. You can be inspired by a queen and not have to completely copy them.
I don't go, oh, I see this queen doing this, I'm going to do the same thing. I go, oh, I see this queen doing this, I'm going to do my version of it, my interpretation of it. I get inspired by all sorts of things.
So if Trixie inspires your looks, who is another queen that you would say inspires the other aspects of your drag?
Someone like Nina West, who I absolutely adore. Nina West, again, another drag race queen who does a style very similar to what I like.
Well, I can honestly say one of my favorite parts of Get Dragged was watching you and the other queens show off what makes you also incredibly unique and special. And speaking of Get Dragged, what was your experience like filming for Get Dragged?
Filming for Get Dragged was a whole new experience for me. When we started filming for it, it was about the same time as the lockdown in the UK happened. And all of a sudden, all drag was going online. And it was the first time I had to put my camera on and film myself. And on the phone I had, I'd never done that before. I was about 3 or 4 weeks away from student finance coming in and being able to pay for a new phone. So I had to film it on my old phone, and I didn't realise that the microphone on it that microphone was dying. So we just had to make do. And then thankfully, by the time we got the next set of filming, I got my new phone. So it felt lucky. It was just the right time. I just missed it for the first week's episodes.
Oh my god, girl, I got a new phone for filming too. After that first day of filming, I just had to get one with a better camera, and I needed one and wanted one for a long time. But Get Dragged was the perfect excuse to fork up that cash and get one with a better camera. But we're not here to talk about which phones are favorite. What I want to know is which one of the competitors is your favorite.
It's really difficult for me to pick a favourite queen. Honestly, we're probably all going to say this, and I hope we do, because I don't want to be the only one that says it. But we get on so well together. But I will get to the point. I would probably say, just for their skill and dedication to detail and creativity, Goga Fetch is one of my new favourite all-time ever queens. I absolutely adore her.
Oh my god, girl, you and everybody else, it seems. Like, we get it. She won. Isn't there like a prize for runner-up? I'm here too.
And I do want to give a shout out to yourself, Stelia, darling. Some of your Instagram posts lately have had me snatched. Those looks have been really good.
Oh, thank you so much, Tina. That means a lot. I just wish I didn't have to cry to get you to talk about me.
You need a little shout out too. But like I say, I love all the girls. There's not a single bitch amongst us. Apart from Sammy, she's a bitch. And no, I love Sammy.
That's one thing that I'm sure half the viewers of Get Dragged don't understand is how much we actually enjoy each other. But you deserve a special shout out, Tina, because you were definitely the hair queen of the season. So tell us more about you and your wigs.
I've always styled my own wigs. I've never bought a styled wig. Every wig I've ever worn has always been styled by me. Yes, they haven't been the best. But I've learned over time and got better, and to the point where a local queen asked me to style her wig. So I did. I started doing her wigs for her. And I was like, why am I doing these wigs for free? This is a business opportunity. So yeah, if you're interested in wigs, Shade Queen Wigs on Instagram and Facebook as well. I sell unstyled wigs. I sell lashes now. I sell paper brows. And then I also sell wig services. But yeah, that's Shade Queen Wigs in a whole, really. So get in touch, see what we can do to help you.
Because you've shared that with me, I'm willing to flip the script, let you ask me a few questions, and I will enlighten you about the one thing I know everything about, myself.
I got a really good question for you. So, what is one piece of advice you would love to give to an up-and-coming drag babykins? Something that you wish someone had told you when you first started.
If I could tell one thing to an up-and-coming baby drag queen, it would be to not be scared of other queens. Drag is very competitive, yes, but the best source of information for making your drag better is other drag queens who have been on the scene longer than you. And honestly, with social media, you have zero excuse not to interact with other drag queens because they are literally just a follow and message away. Anyways, that's all we have time for today. I just wanted to say thank you so much, Tina, for agreeing to this interview. In the midst of all this drama and conflama in the world, I've really enjoyed having you here.
Thank you so much for having me, darling. I've loved every moment of this interview, and I've loved the series so far, so I can't wait to see the rest of them.
And thank you for watching this week's episode of Got Dragged But Still Standing. Now at this point, you ought to know my outro script by heart, because you know I'm not gonna change it, because I'm what? A lazy bottom. So say it with me. Do you wanna know who's gonna be in the hot seat next? I'm not gonna tell you. Come back next week and find out for yourself on Got Dragged But Still Standing.